Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. It is your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Reach out to tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing. Today, we're discussing a long-running pilot's watch from Sinn of Frankfurt, Germany. This is the 356 Pilot Chronograph, and it's been in the catalog with evolutionary changes since 1996. Now, the example you see right here was sold in 2018, so it represents current spec. In media blasted stainless steel, the watch is a very wearable, 38.5 millimeters in diameter, 15.7 millimeters thick. It is 45.7 millimeters from lug to lug, and if we include the end links of the bracelet, then it is a beefier, but still wearable, 49.5 millimeters with a very standard 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. We'll pop open the clasp, take a look here. You can see it's a media blasted Sinn branded clasp, clamshell lock, single fold deployant using thick gauge steel, and though this is not a dive watch, it does have a fold out extension, and then there are 3 pairs of divots inside the clasp where you can use your strap tool to dismount the spring bar and change the anchoring point of the bracelet for a better fit. And to further adjust fit, you can see on both sides we have removable links fixed by hex screws used by Sinn because they can take more torque for better security without rounding off or stripping. The bracelet, like the case, media blasted. There's a little bit of tapering coming down from the end link, which conforms to the case, its curve, as well as the slope of the lugs for a more integrated look. We have strap tool holes in the flanks of the lugs, so you can use your strap tool to dismount the bracelet and fit a strap if you like. What appears to be a generously domed plexiglass crystal is in fact a very generously domed plexiglass crystal, giving this watch superb resistance to crystal shattering. Same reason the Omega Moon watch uses plexiglass. Although it's more scratch prone than sapphire, it's almost impossible to shatter it, so you won't have fragments in the cockpit. That said, you can also refinish it and remove most scratches with a pencil eraser, so there are very few real-world compromises to this setup. Now you can see we have sleeved chronograph pushers for a little bit more shear protection. A screw-down crown, we have a crown guard structure there, flip it all over. Screw-down crown, screwed in case back. This is a 100-meter water-resistant watch. Uncommon, high for a pilot's watch, but then again, if you are a seaplane pilot, you may fall off your craft from time to time, so it's good to have water resistance. Taking a look at the dial, matte black, white on black, instrument style, high contrast printing. You can see Flieger, it is for flyers, it is for pilots. We have lovely hybrid syringe baton style hands, white varnished along with the chronograph seconds hand and the sub registers. Taking a quick look, plenty of luminescence. Chronograph seconds visible in the dark as it should be on a chrono. It is a day date in addition to a chronograph, so it is a double complication, and we have both hacking seconds and a double quick set, so you can rapidly cycle the date, and then in the opposite direction you can cycle the day. Turning it all over, again screwed in case back. And we have a Sellita SW500, which is Sellita's version, almost identical, of the Valjoux 7750, which, like most ETA movements, has been around for so long, anyone can make a version using the same basic design. So this, like the 7750, is a unidirectional winder with a 42-hour power reserve, a 4 Hz beat rate, 25 pivot joules, stop seconds, double quick set, and it features a cam-actuated chronograph that here is tuned by Sinn for exceptionally sharp action. It is delivered, the movement is in top grade, which is second only to chronometer, and adjusted in-house by Sinn for extra precision. The other thing too, and this is germane to all 7750 architectures, is it has an oscillating pinion clutch, which is a type of lateral clutch, but it's one that you rarely see outside of super premium chronographs and 7750 architectures. So when you press the activation key, that is, you press the start-stop, notice how little movement there is to the seconds hand. It doesn't jump and gallop the way a conventional lateral clutch does, because there's very little play in an oscillating pinion system, and that's one of the advantages of the 7750 and SW500 a lot of folks don't talk about and often miss. Though it is a lateral clutch system, it's an oscillating pinion, not a typical lateral clutch. So if you press and you hold on chronograph activation for just a moment, you will effectively get the same level of seamless jump to action that you get with a vertical clutch. So reach out to tmosso@thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.